Yo, what is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Markets are clapped. Looking terrible. Facebook dropped the ball. Yo. When Lambo, what's up, Chris? Hey, sir. What's up? I mean, we're all getting clapped tomorrow, so nothing's up right now. Facebook killed the markets, which I think is a good thing, but you know. How are we doing tonight? T minus 18. What you talking about? Yola, hola. Red rest of the week? Probably. Tomorrow we got a payroll report. It says, judging by opinions of some major Wall Street forecasters, employment either slowed to crawl or perhaps even turned negative in January. ADP reported Wednesday that companies slashed 301,000 jobs in the month. PNC is expecting Friday's totals or payrolls report to show a decline of 400,000, while Goldman Sachs is forecasting a drop of 250,000. Consensus forecast is for a gain of 150,000. Yo. We minivan. I hope we don't get blamed, but if we do, I have dry powder ready. Oh yeah. Let's go. Sister online. YOLO, what's going on? Oh shoot. Nothing. It's gonna be crazy tomorrow, but that comes out Friday. So jobs report, that's probably another reason to sell stocks, to be honest. But NASDAQ down about 2.2%. S&P down about 1%, and the Dow down about 0.1%. But puts on Amazon, it could be good. What I would want to do is take on a couple option position, like maybe 5 of them that are cheaper or whatever, and then if you can sell out like 4 and keep 1 for free, that's probably the best strategy right now, because it's so up in the air. Like, Amazon's not as much dependent on advertisement as some other companies. But it might also clap Apple too, because Apple forecasted with their new privacy changes that they will lose some revenue from that, but they've probably drastically understated that. That's where it says in here that, Facebook's report was just bad all around. There's just so much, but it says Facebook said it's being hit by a combination of factors, including privacy changes to Apple's iOS and macroeconomic challenges. It blamed the lower than expected growth in part on inflation and supply chain issues that are impacting advertisers' budgets. There's also a shift to products that don't generate as much revenue as its core newsfeed. For example, people are spending more time on its Reels videos. On the impressions side, we expect continued headwinds from both increased competition for people's time and a shift of engagement within our apps towards video services like Reels, which monetize at lower rates than Feed and Stories, Facebook said. Where's this? Hold on. Maybe it was a different article I read it on. But they said they expect about $10 billion less in 2022 because of Apple's advertisement changes. Tell me some good news. Well, there might be an opportunity for some puts or some calls too if we magically just rally back up. But Facebook is you've heard FANG before. Facebook is the F. So it's gonna be tough. Who's on Facebook puts? I have a couple. We made a trade on it earlier. So that should be good. I mean, that'll be really good. Fucking Facebook. I'm on New Orleans Saints puts. Oh, jeez. Oh, we're all getting clapped tomorrow. Everything's going to get clapped. Unless some kind of good news comes out somewhere. I mean, I would expect AMC. I would expect everything to go down. That's really what the title's about. I mean, the S&P's down about 1%, NASDAQ 2.19%. Asia's pretty clapped too. 1%, 1%, 0.5%. AMC's timeline, in your opinion? I mean, my opinion. I mean, it's really hard to predict out, but I think the markets, when the markets go down, that's when you have the highest chance to see the MOAS, and when liquidity is like restricted. And FANG was a cash park for a lot of institutions. So if it's down, 22, 23%, if it has a day like PayPal had today, then goes down 25%, then you're going to see a lot of capital probably make its way to a lot of retail. I know a lot of people did play Facebook puts, so I think it hurts the hedge funds a lot once the FANG stocks go down. The question is, does Apple go down? If Apple goes down, Facebook goes down, Netflix is already down, Alphabet starts to make its way down. I believe it fell a lot in after hours. Apple did, certainly. Yeah, about 2%. If all these big stocks start to go, oh man, it could be a free fall. Just total capitulation. Just people wanting to sell everything. And I mean, we've seen a good bounce, so you've definitely seen a lot of deleveraging. So I think this is going to catch people off guard a lot. Got on Facebook puts before market close. There you go. Them suckers printed. Is it too late to get on Facebook puts? Yeah. I mean, PayPal, they were down like 20% last night on their earnings. They opened up like 25% and they just stayed down. That's typically what happens. Sometimes you can get a good trade in there, but I mean, the premium adjusts and then you end up paying a lot of extra premium because everybody expects the stock to keep falling when there is somewhat of a limit on how far stocks like Facebook can drop. Facebook is not going to 100. It's not going to 200. It might go to like 230. That's probably the lowest, I would say, if the markets are really bad. And then you have to be in the money, to make money. If you hold them, at least. What do you think about Ford earnings? Oh, I think Ford's at a very important level. I mean, they've had a good last year. They're still up a decent amount. So it's either, they could get really clapped too, or they go back to the low 20s probably. And you're probably going to retest. Do you agree with Wall Street's price brackets? I don't know what his price brackets are, but probably not. I usually don't agree with too many people, to be honest with you. AMC probably going to retest these lows around 1350. Might even be there tomorrow. Yeah, it could get really bad. I mean, NASDAQ's already down 2%. And the largest weightings of the S&P, if they start to go even more, yeah, you're looking at a full-on clapping. What's the news with AMC? There was news today that they're looking to refinance their looking to raise debt and then pay off their high interest rate debt. The title of this video, if that's what you're referring to, is just because everybody's going to be in pain tomorrow. Unless somehow it magically bounces. I don't even think that's possible. Major indices had a 50% retracement off the recent slide to probably go back down and retest the recent lows. Yeah. Imagine how many people are going to be caught off guard with that. Crazy. Bro, how are we getting destroyed tomorrow? Just came out. I think all the I just think everything's going to be red tomorrow. I mean, your Dow stocks holding up a little bit better, and you might see a rush into those stocks from big money because it doesn't matter. You know, they don't really grow. They just return capital to shareholders. But, I mean, your largest stocks are going to get hurt. Join your VIP Patreon. How often? How many alerts do I get? I mean, you'd get alerts anytime I bought or sold anything. People call out trades too. Just depends. Sometimes I mean, if there's no good opportunities, things like that, I might only make like one trade a day. Recently, I've been doing more, but you know, it just depends what kind of day it is. But you get all of them, even like crypto over the weekends and stuff. Whenever I do, like we called out. I mean, we had a Facebook trade earlier today. A put. My strategy, just play like a 5 contract amount, like $500. If you get a move up, contracts go up like 25%, 23% ish. You can sell out of 4 and keep 1 for free. That's what we did with Facebook. And that's like 100 into $3,000. So, you know, don't win all trades, but, you know, 100 into $3,000 can make up a lot of losing trades. Good place to be, though, for sure. About a 1650 call 2/11 today. Oh, shit. How low do you think AMC can go? I mean, unless we do just get full capitulation. Why can't I say that word? Capitulation. I mean, just if people aren't trying to just run for the door on everything, then I still don't think we're going to go much lower than 15. Like, sure, could we bobble around that area? Yeah, but, I mean, your worst case scenario is like $10. And that's going to be just a stupid deal, so I don't think it would go there. I wouldn't put my money on that. I think today that was interesting. AMC didn't follow S&P up today. Pattern was different. Yeah. Facebook didn't follow the S&P about half the day today, which was kind of frustrating, to be honest, in that trade. Where's Scary G? He needs to stop the madness. Nobody's coming to help anybody out this time. I mean, when it comes to AMC and the transparency, sure, but I mean, I want to buy more, but if it gets even lower, I can buy a lot more. Yeah, that's the thing right now. A lot of money is on the sideline because people are like, hey, stocks could go lower, and that's what you're seeing from earnings. But somebody asked me about Snapchat. I do think Snapchat down 17% off of Facebook earnings. There's an argument to be made that it's already priced in a lot of bad news. So if you don't get as much bad news, the stock could rip. Premiums are just going to be high, though. But if I were to play it, I'd probably just play it both ways. I mean, 100 on each side, $100 to the put side, $100 to the call side. Probably how I would play it. Just because, I mean, there's no sense in going big one direction. It's not guaranteed to fall anymore. I'm surprised it's at these levels. Jeez. So far under its fundamental value. But I pretty much knew the Facebook stuff was going to happen. Well, at least I was hoping they would actually be honest with their guidance because, you know, everybody's noticed the lower ad rates. And I'm surprised Alphabet didn't say anything. They're just trying to sugarcoat it. Nobody wants to be honest and say what they're seeing. They still have faith in the stock. Oh, yeah. But, I mean, if you can, take an amount, like 5 contracts and sell out and keep one for free, get your initial investment back, that's probably how I will trade to play Snapchat earnings tomorrow. A chance to lower averages, unload the boat. Let's go. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking. Snap puts, in my opinion. Yeah, it's just priced in so much bad news, especially after, that's a crazy sympathy. 17%. Like, Snapchat dropped 17% off of Facebook earnings. Like, jeez. Like, what? The stock was trading at 83, and it's not a bad company. But certainly, I mean, it could go lower. That's for sure. But it's down $5 in after hours. Jeez. What is that? That's like laughable at this point. $26.64. Since everything, yeah, I mean that's really the concept there. I think it either goes to 30 or like 32 where it was just at today, or it falls down to like 20. I mean, if it goes under 20, we got a real problem on our hands. This is that's not cool. I mean, I own Snapchat, and it's the Facebook of the future, so it might, it could be bullish if Snapchat says they're not seeing the same issues or as bad as Facebook, and they're growing users, like Facebook is not as much. Then investors might say, hey, they're stealing market share from Facebook, and you could actually see a rally off of that. Because I mean that's what happens with AMD and Intel a lot of the time. AMD is seen as stealing market share from Intel, which they are. Amazon earnings tomorrow, yeah, we've tested 1374, thus it'll likely go below 12. Possible, yeah. Baki, that show is fire. I don't know what that is. Shorts haven't closed. Until then, I'm good. I'm down as a motherfucker in these strags, but I'll get them back when they start closing. Oh, exactly. So possibly red Thursday. Any thoughts tomorrow to turn things green for Friday? It's going to come down to the job report, and we have seen, Jen Psaki. We've seen Biden. We've seen a lot of people talk about that this jobs report is going to be bad. The problem with this is sorry, I'm reading comments, but the problem with that is, people are realizing that the Fed, like investors, are realizing the Fed is going to have to raise rates and stop inflation at all costs. So I'll be very interested to see if a negative jobs report, because it's pretty much, I think it's going to be negative, but if that makes investors price in a more dovish or hawkish Fed, because, the last thing you want is the Fed tightening, growth slowing down, high inflation, balance sheet runoff, and everything else. People not working as much. If people expect the Fed is just hands tied, they can't do anything about it, then get ready for Friday. That could be a big down day. Or it could be a big up day, but we've recovered a lot though in a short amount of time. That's a big move. Now to get rocked with Facebook shit. Got Phil when it's up. Yeah. Who's expecting downside? On AMC or just the broad markets in general, I think there's no way around it tomorrow. Facebook is a quite large component of the S&P at Snapchat. I mean, they took everything down. Everything got the fattest red candle after Facebook's earnings. Everything started to sell off. Everything at the same time. Just trading algorithms were like, nope, not doing this. Sell. Just everything. Kind of crazy. Now NASDAQ down 2%, S&P down 1%. I mean, at the same time, though, people might be more hesitant to load up on downside protection. But I think that the looming jobs report is going to be enough of a catalyst to keep us down. Edward Morgan in the house, baby. Woo! The donation. There we go. Oh, appreciate you, brother. $2 seems to be falling it. I hope not, though. Yeah. Sounds like a recession plus AMC will moon. Yeah, that's exactly the concept. You know, once the markets are in the ground, and FANG was a big component of, you know, institutions, people with a lot of money that are investors. They're not really putting money in the banks or in bonds because you're losing if you consider inflation. So they're like to put their money in the FANG stocks. Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. I mean, now that Facebook, Netflix are clapped, Google's probably going to get clapped. I mean, Apple and Amazon. If Amazon earnings are bad, oh, no, don't. I don't even want to talk about if Amazon goes through what Facebook did. That's not even... Oh. Like, if the markets don't fall through the floor if Amazon has bad earnings, then the markets are just flat out rigged, and there's something, like, seriously going on. Because, I mean, Apple, they can't control the whole markets. They pretty much do, but if all the other stocks go down, this crazy. Dude, what's going on with SoFi? Oh, it's just the markets. I mean, it's unprofitable. I mean, that's like all the stocks I own today were just destroyed. I think my portfolio was down 10%. It has not been down 10%, like, ever in a single day. Lucid dropped 11%. SoFi dropped like 10%. And everything else was, you know, fucking just clapped. PayPal, 25%. Jeez. Terrible. We will bounce at 1450. Amazon could be bad. They're trying to expand too fast. Yeah, with demand slowing down, I mean, whew, could be crazy. We will bounce at 1450. Hey, I like the optimism. I mean, I think 15's a reasonable level. You think tomorrow a good time to do puts on Facebook? I mean, if it's anything like PayPal, it'll likely just open and stay clapped. Like, it probably won't move too much further down. It'll probably just stay like 20% clapped, 25%. I mean, that's pretty much what happened with PayPal. A couple, you know, small bounces here and there, but for the most part, it was just down like 25% the whole day. There's probably more opportunity in like playing Twitter or Snapchat. Yeah, like it'll probably be like PayPal. It'll just stay down. It won't really crater. And if you're buying puts down here, you need the stock to keep going down. And Facebook to drop this much, it just I wouldn't. You're better off just doing like SPY puts, honestly. Like That's crazy. Also screwing the third-party retailers and pushing them out with Chinese sellers. That's not good. Puts on Facebook today, not tomorrow. Yeah, I wouldn't buy Facebook posts. Maybe put spreads because it's not gonna fall much more. Yeah. Yes. Probably wouldn't be too bad. Amazon is God. Pretty much. I mean, they are they're gonna have the final say tomorrow after hours. VT bailing them out again last week is enough to know this market is rigged. Oh yeah. Yeah. He said, Tyler, at your age, you don't know markets are rigged. I mean, like, I know that, but just to see it like that, oh man. Like, I would be more surprised Apple's just holding everything up if Amazon is bad. Y'all are shorting the like button. Yeah, don't short the like button. Don't short the like button. Everything's clippity clapped. But, I mean, we do have a lot of room to come back down, so it could make for some good trades. But we could just get whipsawed back and forth. They're spending so much money to short. Yeah, that is true. Institutions probably lost a lot on Facebook, though, today. Which, that's a big one we needed to fall. Like, we needed Facebook to do what it did. In my opinion. Covering my like short. That should help. I'm covering my like short. That's a good one. Build equipment for Amazon and their products are not doing well. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. I mean, they, what's their expectations? Let's see if it gives us some estimates here. What to look for Amazon. Analysts estimate EPS of $3.78. Oh, what the hell? That's not right. Why does it say 7 hours ago? Oh. Okay. Weird. Key takeaways. Analysts estimate EPS of $3.78 versus $14.09 in Q4 year 2020. It says it's from today, but that does not sound right. What? What? Amazon Web Services revenue is expected to rise year over year. Company-wide revenue is expected to rise, but at its slowest pace in years, struggling to remain rapid profit and revenue growth that enjoyed in full year 2020. In the company's most recently reported quarter, earnings sank for the first time in 6 quarters as revenue growth slowed significantly. The initial boost from people shopping online, sheltering at home during the pandemic, has begun to wear off. On top of that, the company must increasingly deal with rising wages and labor shortages. First, we'll be looking to see if Amazon can reverse its earnings decline and revive its revenue growth when the company reports earnings on February 3rd, 2022 for full year 2021. Analysts expect earnings per share EPS to decline for the second straight quarter as revenue rises at its slowest quarterly pace in at least 4 years. Investors will also be focusing on revenue generated by AWS, Amazon Web Cloud Services, the company's high-margin cloud computing business. AWS still comprises a relatively small share of the company's overall revenue, but it generates the majority of Amazon's operating revenue. Analysts are expecting AWS revenue to rise but at a slower pace than in the 2 previous quarters. So they're pretty bearish on Amazon. Jeez. they're not thinking so good. So that makes it a little bit harder to play to the downside. But if they're thinking it's bad, if analysts think it's bad, it's probably worse than what they think. But Amazon is so expensive to play. Shares in Amazon have lagged the broader market over the past year. The stock's performance gap with the market has gradually widened throughout the last year, but it especially began to broaden around mid-December 2021. After hitting a recent peak in the middle of that month, the stock began to shed recent gains. Those losses accelerated around mid-January, but the stock has begun to rebound over the past week in advance of its Q4 earnings report. Amazon shares have provided a total return of negative 9.5%, well below the S&P 500's total return of 20.5%. Amazon's earning history. Amazon reported Q3 full year 2021 earnings results that missed analyst expectations. EPS sank 50.5% compared from the year ago quarter, making the first decline since the first quarter of full year 2020. Revenue grew 15.3% year over year, its slowest pace in at least 15 quarters. The company warned in its earnings press release that it was likely to incur billions of dollars worth of additional costs in its consumer business during the fourth quarter due to labor shortages, increased wage costs, global supply chain issues, and higher freight and shipping costs. Ooh. Microsoft, Amazon might, man, this don't sound good. Just that's part right there. The company warned in its earnings press release that it was likely to incur billions of dollars worth of additional costs in its consumer business during the fourth quarter due to labor shortages, increased wage costs, global supply chain issues, and higher freight and shipping costs. Oh man, that could clap them. Oh man. Yeah, people want to see if AWS is good, if that comes in better than expectations. Yeah. Investors will also focus on revenue generated by AWS, Amazon's cloud computing platform. AWS offers developers a wide range of on-demand technology services such as compute, storage, database, and analytics, machine learning, and other services. These services are primarily used by startups, enterprises, government agencies, and academic institutions. The company's AWS business generates much higher margins than its e-commerce business. In full year 2020, Amazon's global retail sales and subscription-based business segments generated about 88% of the company's total revenue, while AWS accounted for a mere 12%. However, AWS accounted for 59% of total operating income for the year, making it Amazon's main profit generator. Ooh, Woo! Oh man, I don't know about betting on Amazon, but this day and age, if something is wrong, if AWS is bad, stocks clap 20%. That'd be a $600 move down. Yeah, Amazon gap down too. That they must be getting hit with the advertiser stuff too. Any advertisement stocks went straight down. Like, I mean, Apple, which it's important for Apple, but it's not as important. They didn't really. I mean, they seen a candle, but not like the other stocks. Okay, so Amazon. And they've been a real underperformer too. Like, not really doing anything. They've bounced up quite a bit. Oh yeah, they're at a key level. Shoo. AWS outages over last month. That too. Good point there. Oh yeah. Shit. They could theoretically fall back down to like 24, 2,500. Theoretically. They're at 3,000-ish. Oh, Roku's. Oh shit, did Roku get clapped too? Oh, jeez. Roku's been getting just beaten up. But they do have Roku. Dude, fuck that. Look at Snapchat, dude. You want to see pain? 17%. What? Get real, dude. This is an earnings move. And Snapchat doesn't even have earnings till tomorrow. It's going to be fucking nuts. He thinks AMC is going to 10. Possible for sure, but I mean, the markets, they're just going to have to be really, really bloody to see that, and it looks like it is, so it's possible. Yeah, 2,400. Let's take a look at the premiums for Amazon, because Amazon can move big. If AWS, oh man, I don't even want to think about it, to be honest, but February 11th. Whoa. The spread. Jeez. There's no way you're gonna have a chance to get into the money, though, unless you pay a decent penny. I mean, 2,200. But if you get in the money on Amazon, oh my god. You getting the fucking money on Amazon? Oh, shit. $100 move. If you're in the money on a contract, that's what, $10,000 per $100 move. So if you're in the money by $300 on Amazon, you can make that's 30 grand. Which, I mean, you're gonna have to see a stupid move for that, though. $500 strike, you're gonna have to pay some money, but Destruction Day tomorrow certainly looks like it. Yeah, if I were to play Amazon, that's still like $400 out the money. Ugh, that's tough. Puts on Amazon, yeah, you're paying for them. I don't know about the weeklies too, but you can closer to the money. Nah, you want to go with the February 11th, if anything. Flush early in the day, then attempted bounce, but might not hold due to jobs report Friday. That's exactly along the lines of what I'm thinking. I would not mess with Amazon until after earnings. They're going to knock it down. I mean, yeah, that's a big gamble. Most certainly. Okay, it's okay. Put my tax money into... You got taxes? What? Yeah, it's looking pretty bloody, though. I wonder if AMC is going to get punished back into single digits. Probably not. I mean, single digits, sure, is it possible, but I mean, oh, why not buy shares if you're even a bear at that point? The algorithm is what helps drive the prices these days. 100%. 100%. So all algorithms are on AWS tomorrow, Amazon's earnings. And that's going to be a tough one. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Sorry, guys. Yeah, she's not having a great day. I guess she knows we're not going to have a great day. Tomorrow, apes are holding. Oh, yeah. No doubts there. Thank you, Jackson Hewitt. What? Not a bad way, in my opinion, to spend tax dollars for sure. Extreme gains. I don't know. I mean, I don't really watch him. I think I've seen videos of his before, but I don't really have an opinion, to be honest. I want to look at those Amazons a little closer. Because, jeez. Spreads are crazy. Stock fell. So they're going to be even more expensive. And you need it to go into the money. Put $100 on it. Couldn't hurt too much. Amazon would have to fall like 30% though to get in the money. That's a fuck. Isn't this collapse of huge companies what could trigger margin calls on hedges and start the loss? That's like the only thing that could cause margin calls. And the FANG stocks, that's why the title of this video is what it is, because, I mean, everybody's getting clapped tomorrow. And like Jersey said, I believe that's correct. We'll probably see a flush. I wouldn't be surprised to go down 2% for the S&P and down 3% on the NASDAQ to see a recovery to like 2% down and then another move back down about, 0.5%. 375 contract. Gonna do three $2,600 puts. Oh, that's not for this week. That's for, oh shit, that's for, well, that's for this week, not next week, huh? Oof. Oof, be careful there, brother. I mean, I would personally get an extra week on them. I mean, do the February 11th. Because even if Amazon falls to like 2,700, you're still going to get clapped. Like, you need it to go in the money. But if it falls to like 2,500, shit, you're going to make like damn near 10 G's a contract, so. But a Tesla weekly put with 885 strike. Oh, that could be good. What's Tesla? Oh yeah. Oh jeez. Yeah, you're in the money. $500. Oh, they are heads for a downturn. They'll be fine. They got blown out when memes ran. They aren't getting blown out when they're down 70% and they have puts on the market. I mean, that's not exactly true. Because not everybody's, not all hedge funds are going to hedge and properly and do all that. Especially if they're over leveraged. And I mean, if you were in like Snapchat or something as a hedge fund, I'm sure you did not expect to hedge for a 17% downside move. Or even in Facebook. Like they might have hedged, but they did not hedge for a 25% move to Facebook. They did not hedge for that. No way. Either, I don't know how low they will knock it down. They had a buy wall at 15 and 12.5K sell wall, 1640 at close. That will show up again tomorrow. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. They like to bully AMC and the smaller stocks. Where do you think price of AMC will go down to tomorrow? I mean, 15, 14 probably. If I were to throw a guess out there. Considering we're at like 15 and a penny. I mean, probably 14. If the markets, I mean, It doesn't even make sense to short AMC right now. It doesn't even make sense. You know? What's happening to AMC, bro? Just the markets are clapping it. But who 875 a contract? Yeah. But if you are really confident in a move, Amazon is so big that you'd spend 800, but you'd still 10x your money if Amazon fell to like 5,500 or 2,500, which I think 2,500 is definitely in the cards. 2,300 would not surprise me if AWS just fails and they issue lower guidance like Facebook. Would not surprise me for them to see a 20% down move too. On top of that, though, with Amazon, it makes me want to make this trade more because Amazon has done like nothing. So if hedge funds are like, damn, I lost last year in 2021. Now their business is declining. Amazon could be like a big clapper. A big clapper. I thought Facebook was already clapped. So I'm like, hey, if these puts, go close to going into the money, I have an extra week, so I'll do good. They don't have to go directly into the money. But Facebook was already clapped too, just like Amazon. So it's like, they could theoretically do a similar move as Facebook. Like, what the hell is that? What is that? That's a nasty candle. Yeah, but Facebook, dude, from March of 2020. Like, they looked a little bit better than Amazon, but pretty much the same charts. Just a little different. More upwards here, but they really stagnated out since October. Well, really September. And now they're like down here. Yeah, so this is that baseline level. Like take a look at this too. This is the crash in March of 2020. This is the baseline level. That's where Facebook is right now, like 250. So they're right here. Damn, Amazon, bro. Look, that's where Facebook is right now. This plateau right here. And if you look at Amazon, this would be like their little plateau area during the same time frame. So that's like 2,300 a share. Damn. DP says he still has one Facebook 270 put for this week, for Friday, bought at 64 cents. That's going to open at what? That's going to open at $2,000. Good score on that. If not more. I think a little bit more maybe. What's Facebook at? Yeah, 249. That's going to open at $2,100 for that contract. Not too shabby. That's why you want to join the buy and sell alerts, baby. Yeah, Twitter too. Twitter got clapped. Everybody got clapped. Spotify. Yeah, Spotify. Same thing. If you do not have earnings that are up to par with investors' expectations, you're going to get clapped. You're clapped. But damn, 64. Ooh. 64 cents into 2,100 at the opening bell, if not more. Kind of insane. I might just YOLO a fucking Amazon put to to be honest. 2,500s. Like, let me take the Ballinger bands off. This is not financial advice, too, by the way. Not financial advice. But we're at this plateau level. So, there's a decent gap to fill here. Down to this consolidation range. That's like high end range of 2,500, lower end range of almost 2,260. So I'll mark this just in case it does. Oh, I'm fuck it. YOLO some puts. Amazon. Amazon. Yeah, 20 from 2,500 to 2,250 is where Amazon is going to go if it has really bad earnings. This range in here. Or it might come down to like the first line. What's the worst that can happen? Ramen noodles from exactly. I mean, what are the weeklies though? Oh shit, we're gonna get in trouble. This is not financial advice, just so you know. But fuck it, $300 on it. 22 movies are looking like hits. Yeah. Amazon AMC. Yeah, it's looking good in that aspect. But these are gonna open at like $400 a piece, if not more. Probably more than that, because the stock's down 3.5%. Ooh. You might be good too playing next week's Spies just off of this. And the jobs report too. That could be a double whammy. 430 was what I bid each. Which ones did you get again? 2,600? Oh yeah, 450. Yeah, you'll probably get filled on that, I would imagine. If there's any kind of bounce in the morning. Think so. Amazon weekly calls 3,300 only, 29,900 contract already at break even. Insta scalp for 5 to 10% and leave. I'm talking seconds. Yeah. Oh man, you're either gonna make a lot in seconds or you're gonna get fucking clapped. Seconds. Oh yeah, that's way in the money too. Jeez. Yeah, 2,500. Yeah, I might go in on that. Because, worst case scenario, this is why I like to get extra time too. Like if you're playing one way and you have earnings like Amazon and the other companies tomorrow, right? Tomorrow and after hours, then if Amazon were to not move in your direction and you had a February 4th by Friday, if it were to not go in your direction or not fall enough in your direction or not go up enough, you're clapped either way. That contract's going down 97%. Now, if you have an extra week, then you're going to have something left. Like $400 might turn into $100. You're going to take a 75% loss, but there's going to be something there. I mean, I wonder though. I bet a lot of people are going to hedge out their Amazon. But their performance has not been the greatest. You'd think that Facebook would have had a better chance to do good than Amazon, considering what we just read. Just AWS. I see. Let me see if Google Trends has anything. I don't know who the hell uses AWS though, but oh, it's actually going up. I don't want to see that. Come on now. What the hell is that? Amazon Web Services. Why does it shoot up like that? That's Q4. Interesting, though. January 10th through the 16th. Ugh. They changed their rate. I don't know. I don't really know what I mean, Voyager, I don't really use them. I don't use them. What happened to Google? Google got clapped. Or no, it did good, and then it's starting to get clapped again. This channel is false hope. You're false hope. You got no hope. We just hit a $64 into 2,100. Get out of here, brother. Wish you love, and all the blessings in your life, but we're here to make money, talk business. The direction the market is going after hours Amazon puts seems safer. Yeah, they are the next domino to take a hit. Oh yeah. Oh man. Even, it's like I like playing things both sides, but I don't at the same time, because if you don't get a move, you're clapped. But if it moves either direction, you're gonna win. If it moves a lot, and everything's been moving a lot. Look at Netflix, fucking Facebook. Google's the weird. I mean, Google rallied. So Amazon. Trying to think what's a better thing. What should I look up if I'm looking at Amazon will fall to 2,200. That's what I'm thinking. Clap. So will fall to 2,200. I don't know what Amazon Web Services does, so I would like to search some Google Trends, because this doesn't look too bad, but I mean, like with Facebook, like they had their I looked up Facebook ads and those were going down. Like all things pointed to advertising was going down. AWS isn't advertising, is it? What is? I'm just gonna look it up. No. Yeah. Amazon said in their last quarter right here. Hold on. I'm just gonna fucking look it up. Amazon earnings history. Amazon reported Q3 full year 2021 earnings results that missed analyst expectations. EPS sank 50.5% compared to a year ago quarter, making the first decline since the first quarter of full year 2020. Revenue grew 15.3% year over year, its slowest pace in at least 15 quarters. The company warned in its earnings press release that it was likely to incur billions of dollars worth of additional costs in its consumer business during the fourth quarter due to labor shortages, increased wage costs, and global supply chain issues, and higher freight and shipping costs. So, I mean, when you read this article, it looks like, it sounds like they're going to get clapped. But it, at the same time, is pricing in a lot of bad stuff. The AWS, that's what algorithms are going to be watching for, is AWS numbers, because it's so much more profitable than anything else. But how do they even make their money, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Corey Quinn, who helps companies lower their AWS costs, chief cloud economics at the private health, estimated that more than 50% of AWS revenue comes from the EC2 computing service. Essentially lets customers rent virtual slice of physical computer servers in Amazon data centers. Why is this so complicated? My brain just don't work. Oh, let's look up Amazon Prime. That's going to be something people want to see too. Yeah, that looks like it's been down quite substantially. Going from, yeah, that's been down quite substantially. That's a good sign if you're looking at puts. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I mean, the search rates are definitely down. Going from and I mean, they really didn't fluctuate too much in this from 2000. I mean, these are at what? Some of these levels in October, 36 for interest. Yeah, some of these are lower. This, dude, the lowest since April 6th, 2019 is where we're at right now. That's not that good. Buy the opposite direction the next day. If you miss the first day, just play the second. Simple. I mean, that is a decent strategy. Just make sure you get time or just buy the stock. I mean, that's the safest thing to do. I'm personally not a fan of Facebook. They lost $10 billion in 2021. Lost $10 billion due to Metaverse. And they said in their earnings call, because I'm a nerd and watch all those, they said that they're not getting many ads at all for Metaverse. And they said it could be a while before that starts to pick up. Oh, they did. Hold on. Let me see that. Operating expenses, $134 billion. Jeez. Yeah, they spend a lot of money to run operations. This, I feel like, was a while ago. Was this? Yeah. Notice on November. They lose a lot of damn contracts. Yeah, this was a while ago, though. This was in July. Hmm. Wow. Okay. This is interesting. Amazon has been litigating the contract known as Jedi since 2019 when the company was stunned by its loss of the lucrative 10-year award to Microsoft. Amazon's legal strategy has included a call for testimony from former President Donald Trump arguing his disdain for company founder Jeff Bezos swayed the bidding process. The Defense Department on Tuesday said the Jedi contract, short for the Joint Enterprise Defense Infrastructure, no longer met its needs due to evolving requirements, increased cloud controversy, and industry advances. That's wow. When it rains, it pours. It seems like. I mean, if the government shut them down to Microsoft, that can't be a good sign. Amazon Prime's in the dirt. They're losing those contracts. I mean, I think that's enough for a bearish thesis, but AWS. Mm, yeah. Shit. Excuse me. Yeah, this is down in the dirts too. Guess it's been for a while besides December 5th. AWS Amazon. Huh. Everybody and their dogs are getting puts tomorrow. I am getting calls. Don't fight the markets. That's a big one. But there's an opportunity for both. I mean, tomorrow's move does not matter. Um, it really doesn't matter what happens tomorrow. It's the jobs report is going to either make or break a lot for the markets. And Amazon and Snapchat. I mean, if if Amazon has bad earnings and the jobs come in like $1 million job loss or something crazy, expect to see a 2 to 3% down day. Because investors know the Fed is not coming in. They literally said they're not going to help the markets unless it started to affect your real economy. And I don't think that would start to affect the real economy. And even if it did, it would take some time to reflect that. So markets are pricing in the Fed is not going to help. So any bad economic news, like people not working as much, is going to translate into people not spending enough and companies not making as much. So in that sense, I do... I mean, I just spit a lot at you guys. I do think that's a reason the markets could go down substantially. Now, I mean, when it comes to Amazon, though, you got to think people had a lot of money over the last 2 years. Now they really don't. So what's the guidance going to be? That's the question. If advertisers are advertising less, that means they're probably not selling as much, right? I mean, if you're not selling as much, you're not going to advertise as much. If you don't have supply, people aren't going to be selling. Hold on. Search Amazon. Oh, that is quite. I mean, that's typically up though. This time of the year. Where's the past? Oh, this is the past 5 years. Oh yeah, people definitely shopped Amazon in 2020 though. That in 2021, that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. Oh, oh. Oh, yeah. Let me know, Mikey. I might go in on that one with you. Fucking Amazon, the search term. Ah, fuck. That's not good. It hit 100% for the first time. December. What's the guidance like? Oh no, I was having such a strong bear thesis right now, and then it's like that. Jeez, now if that was down, no brainer, but fuck, damn it. Pat puts on Whoopi Goldberg. Punch team on standby, and government has Amazon Lion earnings to protect. Yeah, it's like, are they going to guide how they should? But then again, the only thing that matters is AWS, so interesting. Which stocks are still at an all-time high? Like none, maybe oil stocks? Maybe. That's it. Amazon options not worth the premium. See, that's the thing though, is with buying like puts, you can only make so much. So if like you bought a put at 3,000 and the stock went to zero, what, you'd make $30,000, I believe, right? That's what you could buy 100 shares of Amazon at $3,000. Would that be 30,000? No, would that be like yeah, 30,000, I think. Tough math right there. Math was not my favorite subject, but no, that's the thing. If you're paying like for a next week, February 11th, if you're paying $2,500 for this contract and it's say $5, then your break even is $2,505. So your potential upside, if the stock were to fall $100 under that, you're gonna make what, 10 G's real quick. So, I mean, if it falls to 2,200, oh my God, get the hell out of here. You're gonna make 30 G's. It's one of those things though, you gotta look at it like a lottery ticket. It's like your odds of actually hitting like 10 to 30 G's on one of these contracts is probably realistically like, I mean, normally like 5%, but now I would say it's probably 20 to 25%. Rough statistics here. Why you say we were getting destroyed tomorrow? I mean, because futures are already destroyed. NASDAQ down 2%. S&P down almost 1%. Facebook crushed everything. Wouldn't that be 300K? It might be, yeah. How much is... Yeah, that would be 300K if it went to zero, yeah. You're right. So, I mean... 100, what, times 100? Yeah, that's 10 G's. Okay, I gotta make sure my math is correct there too. So $100 move in the money, you're gonna make 10 G's. $300, you're gonna make 30. That's attractive when you think about it like that. That's a 10,000% return on $300, $600. It's like a 2,000% return. That's attractive when you think about it like that. This thing falls back down. Stop. Don't even. Man. It's sitting at like 2,900 right now, though. So what kind of move would that be? That'd be like a 15% move to go to 25. Yeah, you're still going to need like a 30% drop to get to 2,250. But if it does, oh man, or even 25. Yeah, with this market volatility, it might be a good shot at 10K, 10, 20, 30K. Definitely possible right here. I mean, if you look at, that, which obviously there's a bit of a candle that would be right there. But Facebook, I mean, if you look at Facebook's candle, it's ridiculous. Like, that is, I mean, what can happen when companies are just don't report the best. What if you buy put at the money? What is the price? Oh my God, you gotta be crazy. I mean, if you got like millions of dollars, sure, but that's a big ass YOLO. A put at the money at the close was about well, not at the close, but before the close, when Amazon was still up $100, was about 6,000. Well, it was like 10,000, 9,800 for at the money. So you broke even at $2,911. Yeah. So I mean, you're gonna have to see a move to like 2,750 probably to break, or 27 maybe 28 to break even on one of those. Dang, that expensive. That is expensive. Whew. I mean, Amazon, the fact they dropped 3.5% shows that what's happening to Facebook is likely to happen to other, competitors. And they went from like 3,400 down to 2,600. So they were just at this level though, 2,700. They were just here. So if they get a nasty candle like Facebook, I bet the premiums to the upside though aren't too expensive. I'm sure they won't be as bad. Oh, what the fuck? though. They're horrible. Horrible. Jeez. Yeah, they are horrible to the upside. I mean, they'll readjust, but Jesus Christ. For a $3,500 call was $700. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, I can't see your messages. How long do you think AMC will hit 4,000 for? I mean, probably not all too long, to be honest. I don't think it's going to just sit up there. You know, a super improbable occurrence, but maybe. Just everybody's going to get destroyed tomorrow. Likely. I mean, it could reverse. In that case, I mean, the jobs report is going to be the thing. But Facebook says Apple iOS privacy change will result in $10 billion revenue hit this year. Would that affect Amazon, though? It's acting like it will. It's acting like it does. Since iOS upgrades will likely occur gradually, users who continue to use iOS 13 and below can still be served ads in-app. This gives brands time to test and evolve their strategies to succeed. It's estimated that only 8% of Amazon's DSP traffic will be affected by Apple's new iOS update. Huh. Could help Amazon's growing... What? Could help Amazon's growing ad business. How the hell is it? Amazon's massive other business category, which includes ad revenue, surged a whopping 77% in the first quarter to... What? Holy shit. Apple's change is expected to impact the ability of advertisers to target ads the way they have been, since people likely won't opt into letting apps track them. But Amazon has a strong first-party relationship with consumers, which means it can provide marketers with rich data. Then they might be able to get on other platforms when they can use less third-party data. Jeez. Which is primarily, but not exclusively, ad revenue. Huh. 200 million global members in its Prime program. So Apple's app tracking transparency change going to affect Amazon's data will likely become a more rare and valuable commodity for marketers. Apple's changes to iOS 14.5 mean that iPhone and iPad users can opt out more easily from the kind of tracking that helps advertisers target ads and measure ads, whether ads worked. Although Amazon will also have to show this prop to its customers, it matters less for the e-commerce giant. When users are logged into Amazon properties, the company can still track what they're doing in the app, which ads they saw or clicked or purchased. Oh my god. That kind of sounds evil though. Apple released iOS 14.5 last week, a regular update to its iPhone and iPad operating system. Upgrade including a new framework, giving users more transparency. Okay, I just read that. The impact is likely to vary in January. MKM Partners released a study based on framework to determine IDFA risk to online companies. Based on some factors the companies examined, Amazon would be among the lowest tier of exposure, they said. Experts largely see the walled gardens of Facebook, Google, and Amazon as suffering less from the changes happening. Okay. Experts largely see the walled gardens of Facebook, Google, and Amazon as suffering less from the changes happening in the industry. They said Facebook. They put that first. Talk to us now. Easy to say that in March 6, 2021. Worse than Crim Jamer. All walled gardens are created equal. Even on the social networks may have less data than marketers want than in e-commerce. Huh. All that data is fair game for use and targeted ads to Amazon users on Amazon-owned properties. The post IDFA world involves a company ad products that involve off-site tracking, which are a huge portion of its business. For instance, Amazon may struggle somewhat with its demand-side platform, which advertisers can use to reach customers both on Amazon properties and on third-party sites. Amazon doesn't break out revenue for its various products publicly, but experts believe ads running off-site are a fairly small portion of its ad business. Marketers estimates 89% of Amazon's net digital ad revenues in the U.S. are from e-commerce channel ads, meaning be a challenge for them to be able to buy media off-site of their properties using their data. That's going to be an issue on desktop. It's going to be an issue on mobile. Certainly going to be off-site, which has been a category that they've been trying to grow. Ooh, interesting. Have I lost hope? Not at all. What kind of title is this? It's yeah, that is my child. Being tended to, though. I'm not just on here without anybody tending to her, but no, I haven't lost hope. This is exactly what we want to see. We want to see markets coming down, and then that's when liquidity is being restricted. Facebook went down. If Amazon, for whatever reason, goes down too, then you're looking at a wildly different landscape. I mean, you'd be surprised how much Amazon, Facebook, Netflix dropping is going to hurt everything. Now, if that drags down and makes people start just panic selling everything again, like Apple, Microsoft, while they are not at these low levels, that's when, I mean, you're going to see a lot of pain, and that's when you're very close to seeing the MOS. You still need some kind of catalyst, though, which could be AMC earnings. It could be something they announce. But, I mean, if you get a drop like that, I don't think you're coming back to the top anytime soon. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. We're about half an hour over schedule. So if you guys want access to all of the trades, the Facebook puts that we hit today, all of that good stuff, check that out pinned in the top comment. Like the video on your way out. The like button has been getting shorted lately. So want to de-hedge that like button by hitting it. And then subscribe to the channel if you guys have not. So let's go, baby. So you guys enjoy your night, and I will see you.